Hello, welcome back to Tresco Abbey Gardens. Thank you for joining me. In today's episode we are going to take a closer look at the Araceae family, commonly known as the palms, which make up a key component of the living collection here. Now, the mild winters of Tresco allow for unimpeded growth, unachievable in many other parts of the UK, making for some potential UK champions. So let's have a look and see what we've got growing. Come on. Around the ruins of the old Benedictine Abbey is a great spot for seeing palms, and we have a few champions to be seen here. One of the most striking specimens is the Chilean wine palm, or Jubaea chilensis. This hardy palm can reach 15 metres, but it is very slow growing, often taking 20 years to even think about forming this swollen fat grey trunk. As the name suggests, it is a native to Chile, and is perhaps the most southerly growing palm in the world. It is a plant of many uses, having edible fruits and leaves suited to basketry and thatching. As the name suggests, the sap can be used for syrup and wine production, but does require killing the tree, which has no doubt led to its current status as vulnerable to extinction in the wild. Chamaerops humilis, or the European fan palm, is a firm favourite of mine simply down to its sheer robustness. It is native to parts of southwest Europe, but is hardy down to around about -15 degrees C. It is a clustering palm forming large clumps with stems usually reaching 1 to 4 metres tall, and I cannot recommend this palm highly enough to gardeners looking to add a subtropical touch to their outdoor spaces, especially when concerned about low winter temperatures. It is also readily available from a wide range of suppliers, making it relatively inexpensive. Definitely worth giving a go. Washingtonia folifera is a stately and attractive palm native to California. It is tolerable of a variety of conditions and is perhaps one of the most commonly planted palms of subtropical climate zones. The palmate fronds have distinctive peeling threads, and the petioles or leaf stems are armed with a mass of ferocious spines. It is a particularly attractive palm planted frequently around the garden. These plants can reach 15 metres and once established are fairly drought tolerant and can even withstand the odd frost. In the wild, the dead fronds hang down, forming a wide skirt, providing good nesting habitat, but we keep the trunks trimmed to show off the split leaf bases that appear almost as if intentionally woven. Near the Pebble Garden you will find the closely related Mexican fan palm, certain to be a UK champion with its towering slender trunk. One can only wonder at how long this magnificent specimen has been growing here. One of the more characterful palms here is the large Butta odorata, or jelly palm, again found growing in the Pebble Garden near the old Abbey. It has a distinctive wavy trunk, possibly caused by competition in its earlier days. It is native to parts of Brazil and Uruguay and is slow growing, occasionally reaching 10 metres, though typically far smaller. It is noted as one of the hardiest feather palms in cultivation and can on occasion withstand temperatures as low as -10 degrees C. You can see how the thick, aged trunk bears the horizontal leaf scars from decades before, accentuated by the fluffy dripping plumes of lichen. growing in the shadows along the long walk is Phoenix alexandrae, also known as the king palm. It is native to Queensland, Australia, and capable of reaching whopping heights of 30 metres. It is a palm typically found in riparian forests and can withstand the associated heavy rains and flooding, allowing it to dominate these regions. It has particularly attractive, long, enveloping leaf bases, which eventually drop to showcase circular leaf scars, giving the young trunk an appearance somewhat like bamboo. Next we have the incredibly attractive Brahea armata or Mexican blue palm, and as you can see it gets its common name from the silvery bluish hue to the palmate leaves. It has a stout and fibrous trunk which can reach 15 metres and loves a fast draining soil in either full sun or part shade. The drooping inflorescence can hang down an astounding 5 metres from between the leaves, making for quite the spectacle. This palm is potentially capable of tolerating temperatures as low as -10 degrees C and makes for a lovely addition to the garden even at a very young age. Here we have Rhopalostylis sapida, or the Nica Palm. It is rare to see Nicals of this size growing outside anywhere in the British Isles, but here at Tresco they are an iconic part of the living collection. They are native to New Zealand and form these typical shuttlecock-like structures on a ribbed trunk reaching 15 metres with leaves up to 3 metres long. The fruit is slow to mature, and is not uncommon to see fresh flowering panicles alongside the previous year's ripening berries. Bees and flies find the flowers irresistible, while blackbirds gorge on its fruit. Some seeds are collected for propagation, but this palm happily self-seeds, especially throughout the lower half of the garden. Palm of the garden is Trachycarpus fortunii, or the windmill palm. It is found widely in cultivation due to it being remarkably robust and is guaranteed to offer a touch of the subtropical to nearly any British garden, with its large palmate leaves and tactile trunks covered in woven fibrous sheets. The windmill palm is native to south-central China, growing in areas with cool, wet summers and cold, often snowy winters. This plant is noted as being the hardiest of the palms, tolerating temperatures as low as -20 degrees C, and also has the added benefit of being fairly accepting of varying light availability. Last but certainly not least is Phoenix canariensis, or the Canary Island date palm. These palms are truly emblematic of Tresco, and the towering specimens perfectly capture the subtropical drama of the island. Although graceful and beautiful, like many Phoenix palms, the leaf bases are armed with stiff 10 to 30 centimetre spines, and we must exercise extreme caution when tidying up and removing the old fronds. The Canary Island date palm is hardy down to around -10 degrees C, and due to its remarkable adaptability to a variety of habitats and soil conditions, is likely to be the most widely planted palm in the world.